If you haven't seen this picture before, this is North Korea and South Korea at night. You'll notice one is a little brighter than the other. These two places didn't start with different types of people, with a different culture, or with different resources. They just chose very different government technologies. They chose very different systems of rules, and they got very different outcomes. And one of the things that's been happening in economics in a field called institutional economics is economists realizing that rules and institutions are really important in productivity and growth, maybe even the most important. Economists used to think it was about resources and accumulating capital. Instead, if you look at the statistical regressions, it looks like resources may even be a negative, because countries that have a lot of resources set up elites that try to control access to those resources and just kind of rent-seek. They just live off of the access, say, to the oil, whereas a country without resources has to create value in order to have value. So systems of rules matter a lot. And in fact, this is kind of non-intuitive, but they matter more than things like education or intelligence, which many of us intuit matter the most. If you move a worker from Mexico to the US, their productivity increases by about a factor of 5, much more than, say, the difference between a high school dropout and a PhD, or someone with an IQ of 100 versus an IQ of 130. So what system of rules we have and what system of rules people live under, it matters a lot to long-run growth.